Well, hey there, this is Zeke, and I'm out in my workshop, and a really funny thing happened on the way home from work today. And in order to explain why it was funny to me, I gotta give you a little background. About a year and a half ago, I had a custom bumper sticker made for my truck, and it's on the back window of my canopy, and it says, "Just say no to socialism." And the O in socialism is the Obama symbol. And then a few months back, a friend of mine gave me another bumper sticker. It's from a website called GoPatriots.com, and it's got the Obama symbol on it. But in the middle of the Obama symbol, it's got the hammer and sickle, a reference to the Soviet Union, which is not really accurate. I don't think President Obama's a communist, but he certainly is a socialist, even though he says he's not. But it says, "Chains you can believe in." I thought it was pretty funny, so I put it on there. And I got one more sticker back there. Well, two more I'll tell you about. One of them is the "Don't Tread on Me" flag, you know, with a coiled serpent ready to strike. And my other one says "United States Navy, retired." And you know, after putting all those stickers on there, I live in the Seattle area, I kind of figured I was going to get my back window broke out pretty quick. But that hasn't really happened. To be honest with you, about every day, somebody honks and gives me a thumbs up or waves or stops and talks to me about it. And most of the comments are positive. I had a couple of glares, and one young obvious college punk, dope-smoking little punk, pulled up next to me on a highway at 60 miles an hour and wanted to start a conversation about what's wrong with socialism. And I told him, just look at Greece, and you'll see what's wrong with socialism. And then he grabbed a stick out of the back of the seat of his car and waved it at me, and it said 9/11 was an inside job. So apparently he's not so sure about that, because he keeps it on a stick in his car just to show people, you know, when he chooses, rather than stick it on the back of his car. But anyway, up to today. So I'm driving home. I was getting ready to get on the highway, and we got them little traffic lights when the highway's busy. You got to wait for a green light per car to get on. And some car behind me, I had my music on, so I really couldn't hear anything outside my car too well, but I heard something, so I looked in my rear view mirror, and there's a gentleman. He looked like a nice enough looking fella, but he was yelling something at me, so I turned my music down, and I put my head out the window, and I said, "What's that?" And he says to me, he says, "You must be real rich because you're against socialism." I said, "No, I'm not rich." And he says, "Well, then you're a fucking brainwashed moron, you dumbass." And I started to laugh. And I said, "Well, thank you for your opinion." And I waved at him. He goes, "Hey, motherfucker, God damn it, you're going to put a sticker like that on your car?" And he got all kinds of upset. He was yelling so hard, I could see the veins sticking out on his forehead and his neck, and his face was turning red. And I laughed harder at him. And then he goes on about how I don't know a fucking thing about socialism. And I said, "Well, yeah, I do. See, I've been to a lot of socialist countries, and I studied a lot of history, and quite frankly, socialism is a big failure everywhere it's tried. It takes a while to get to be a total failure, but it gets there." And of course, he was yelling at me and interrupting me because he was not interested in the conversation. He was just interested in yelling at me and trying to tell me just how stupid and brainwashed I am, and in the process, and make sure that I understood how intelligent he was. And in the process, I think he made himself look like a complete fool. Anyway, so my light finally came up, and I took off and went down the highway. And there was a guy that was behind him in the traffic, and about 5-6 miles down the road, he was able to get up beside me, and he honked at me and gave me a thumbs up. And I smiled and I waved at him, and he rolled down his window and said something to the effect of, "Is that guy, I heard what that guy said to you." And I said, "Yeah, I think he's completely lost his mind." And what I should have said is, "Well, I think he's probably a college professor," because that's the way a lot of them think. Anyway, I couldn't believe how upset that guy was with me, and how he just automatically knew everything there was to know about me based on a couple of bumper stickers. Anyway, it just made me laugh. I've been laughing for about an hour now, so I figured I'd share that laugh with you folks out there. And y'all have a great day. Bye.